So it's concerned with the community safety, your own safety. Fair. So as a manje. So now we are looking at the documentation. So with the documentation, we are discussing about certain documentation that is needed in order to legally transport dangerous what? Goods by road. So we are looking at what documents are required for you to be able to transport your dangerous goods. So you must have a D category PRDP with you in your what you call the designated space. It's normally in designated space, you know it, ne? Designated space. That is written documents where you put your documents inside the truck. So these documents must always be in such an area. So we need to see that you have your PDP with the category D. You need to have a route plan. You don't just use any route when in transporting dangerous goods. So you must have a route what? Plan. You need to have a transport emergency card. They normally call it a tram card. So you need to have your tram card. Then you need to have your shipping documentation. For example, your well bills, delivery notes, your consignment notes. So they must also be there, prescribed format, correctly identified the goods that must be headed. Dangerous goods declaration also. So we said category D, PRDP is a requirement. Your route plan is a requirement. Transport emergency card is your requirement. Shipping documentation like your well bills, delivery notes, consignment notes must be part and parcel of your documents that you have in the designated document space. Your dangerous goods declaration must also be part of your documents. Then you need to have a certified copy of dangerous goods certificate training or the original. Always you must have it. If you are crossing the border, you need to have a cross-border permit. If you are carrying any explosives, you need to have an explosive permit. No explosives can be transported without a permit issued by the necessary body. If you are carrying certificate, you need to have a waste certificate. Container packaging certificate, that's if you have containers, isn't it? You need to have a container packaging certificate. So the dangerous goods documentation must be placed in an orange container marked documents in black. So it must be permanently fixed in the center of the cab and clearly visible and easily reachable from either door or through a broken front window. You must reach that document, because if there is an accident, whoever the emergency response team, they must access such documents as quick as possible if that is needed. So the document must be removed from the designated area once. Road tankers and bulk carriers only when the vehicle has been certified clear. Packaged goods and intermediate bulk container only when all goods have been offloaded and no spillage occurred. That is if it is packaged goods. Then freight containers only when the freight container has been removed from the vehicle. That is when we can remove those documentation, even your placards. Are you getting it? So we said with the road tankers and bulk carriers, you only remove when it is certified as clean. But with packaged goods and intermediate bulk container, let's say for example it's packaged properly like what you are saying, it's on a pallet packaged correctly, no need to remove them. You must remove them because there is no spillages. Are you getting it? But if there are spillages, you must not remove them. So that is the situation in which we can remove these are what you call documents. So then your tram card. So your tram card may not be photocopied. Never photocopy a tram card. Must have the red stripes at the side. and may not be older than 3 years, and must be kept in designated space in vehicle cab. So your tram card normally have these sections which describe the proper shipping name. It also have the appearance, the potential hazard identification, personal protective equipment, PPE. As we have already said, guys, tram card is a document that you drivers must use. So singatholi udriver ahamba nemoto ine-dangerous goods without PPE, which is stipulated from the tram card. So ufana uyifunde, ma ithi ufuneka ama-goggles, ufana ube nawo. Mathi ifuna ama-gloves, ufana ube nawo. If everything that is listed on the what? On the tram card, you must have it. Not having it is a ticket. Yonke PPE funeka. Then it also tells you the driver actions. So ama driver actions, you do them whenever you are in an emergency situation. So i-tram card iyakutshela wena as a driver ukuthi iziphi izinto ofanele uzenze. Sometimes if they see that the type of dangerous goods that you are carrying, you must not attempt to fight that fire. They will tell you never attempt. Or bakutshele ukuthi you can use DCP. Kuya depend on how serious is the something that you are carrying. Yeah. Kufana nama explosives. Can you attempt to use a fire extinguisher? My ingene ku explosives. I explode vele angithi. So the tram card communicate yonke into what you must do, your first actions to do. Then it iyakutshela again about the driver's additional actions that you can do. Then it also shows you what you must do in case of fire. Then it shows you the first aid again. What you must do, let's say you get injuries based on the use of that dangerous goods. Then special informations, that is where for special services, emergency services. You get it from there, then emergency cell phone numbers will be there on the tram card. So transport emergency card is a document that you must read and understand. Don't just take it and put it in a designated space without what? Reading it first. So that you apply everything that is included there. Then the dangerous goods declaration that we talk of. The main purpose of dangerous goods declaration is for the consignee to provide critical information to the operator or a driver. So in most cases with your dangerous goods, it has a shipping name, the unit, its number, the UN number, the hazard class, the packaging group, the quantity, type of packaging, the gross mass, the net mass. Everything is found on the what? On the dangerous goods declaration. Then the consigner will now have to sign and write a date. The consignment also, when it gets, the driver must also sign. Are you getting it? So the consigner is signing that this is what I have said. You sign that this is what I receive as a driver. Then the consignee will sign to say this is exactly also what I received. Are you getting it? So it's that is the documentation party. Then the PPE, the personal protective equipment should provide full protection is required for normal work activity. So and adequate protection against possible unplanned events and emergencies. So make sure that as we have already stipulated, you must have your PPE, but minimally the required PPE when they convey dangerous goods, we expect you guys to have your hard hat, your ear defenders like earmuffs, earplugs, your overalls, your safety boots, protective glasses, gloves, reflective vest, a torchlight for in case of emergency. You must have that minimum what? PPE required. Then additionally specified as per your tram card. So that we normally avoid these chemical substances to enter in our body. Because these chemicals, they can enter through inhalation, ingestion, or some they can absorb through the skin. So when conveying dangerous goods, you have major 3 hazards associated with you. Fire or explosion, toxic, pollution, which you can damage the environment. So make sure that always you drive carefully, you are aware, and you are what? Alert. So for self-preservation, remember that you have limited resources at your disposal. Angithi sikhuluma ngama-fire extinguishers. It's 9 kg. Otherwise, combined all of them, you can have about 27 kg of fire extinguishers. It's limited to the type of fire that can engulf your truck. So you must always remember that you have limited. Do not add yourself to the injury list. The emergency services are the experts, so you must call them in case of emergency. Then if you get to the scene, make sure that you check for spillages. You check for fire, wind direction, and injuries. Make sure that you notify the emergency services, the exact location, injuries, and UN number of what you are carrying. Then you also have to protect and isolate the scene. So make sure that you barricade the area. Warning triangles should be set out if available. Then you position cars with the hazard lights flashing. That is if it is applicable. Then placement of fire extinguisher, retrieve the fire extinguisher from the vehicle and you have them available for those who can use them. Are you getting it? So the emergency numbers, the following, so in most cases, you as a driver, make sure that you contact the emergency numbers. So you have the caller contact number at the scene yourself. The location must be properly stipulated. Your UN number or a shipping name of the substance. Tell them about that. The area covered by the spill or fire. Tell them. The vehicle registration number. Tell them if there are any injuries that have been encountered. And special advice number. Your special number, the specialist number. Are you getting it? So make sure. So accident reporting, the operator shall end on being informed of an incident involving or one of their vehicle, ensure that relevant emergency response center and police have been informed. Okay. Then legal duties of the driver. Now we are talking about your duties. So it is your duty to understand the National Road Traffic Act. Observe good drive practice. We normally expect you guys to drive what? Perfectly. So we must observe good what? Driving practice. Know how to handle an incident. Know how to report an incident. Must be able to read and interpret your transport emergency what? Card. So the driver, before you proceed on a route, you must ensure that you have a valid dangerous goods operator's card is displayed. The vehicle is registered as a dangerous goods carrier. The vehicle is roadworthy. Planning and preparing the vehicle for the journey. So you need to have pre and the post what? Inspection. Yeah. Tram card and the dangerous goods declaration must be in the designated space in the cab. There must be availability of emergency equipment like your PPE, fire equipment, emergency warning triangle must be part and parcel of your equipment that are found in your vehicle. You must make sure that there is an orange warning diamond in front of the vehicle and the placards are also what? Fitted. It's your duty as a driver to take such a responsibility. Driver, then when you are on the route going to wherever that you are going to transport this dangerous goods, driver shall not carry passengers. You are not allowed. If they die in your truck, that is the 200 that they paid you to go to Mpumalanga, or 250 they pay you to Limpopo border post, or to Bay Bridge, or to Polokwane, will not be enough for what you have to compensate that person.
No passage.
So no passengers. Mm-hmm. Ish.
4 hours.
So now look at now 2 people died.
Yeah.
Because of you, the driver.
Yeah.
Wabon, it is an extra cost. But these people must be paid. You got it now. That's the problem. So never carry passengers. Then use only pre-planned stops. You don't stop anywhere you want. Go road plane by up Chido now from here, going to Limpopo, your first stop is the Zebediah, otherwise it depends. The next stop is Bologwane, or they give you, so follow them. Do not stop where you are not allowed to stop, unless if it is a situation beyond your control. Otherwise the truck is damaged. Or
you know, when we put down you put them in a coins on the side. But when you go to shop to buy something, why didn't put the coins?
No, remember, with the dangerous goods stuck on the road, it's not a designated stopping space. That's why they put cones, is to warn people. The Ulomundu is stationary because of a reason beyond his capacity. Are you getting it? But if you are going to the shop, it's in a planned stop. They have do a risk assessment with the right.
You will stop a while. You not take a long.
Yes, and also the area is designated for stopping. So everyone is aware that vehicles are stopping here. Are you getting it?
Which means only just warning them that now I'm in danger.
I'm in danger, guys. Maungashayisa dana izinto ziyabheda. Yeah, so the vehicle that convey dangerous goods must be under constant surveillance. Are you getting it? We expect vehicles that convey dangerous goods to be under constant surveillance. Why? Because the driver, yes, deviate from the route, but Maguti was under surveillance. They will stop the driver from doing whatever they're proceeding up until they do a route risk assessment. But check out the new route that is gonna take. Is it safe for that track height, conditions, temperatures, and everything? Because some areas, we know in South Africa, some areas people are burning litter, some are doing this. Are you getting it? So it's funny, check and writing. No veiled fires possibility, bridges are of the good height before you allow a person to proceed. Or you call the professionals to come and escort the driver with that one way. They're allowed to do that. Siren up, taking you back, but you're back.
That's why we're just saying that you are not driving anywhere, but you must drive away the route that you must have to go to.
100%. But we know that with the virtue of situation, it do happen that you get lost. So if you get lost, stop there. Put the cones. Call the operator room, the control room. Guys, I'm lost. So now it's a one-way. I can't go back. So that they will tell you to stop, isn't it? It's their duty now to check.
Send someone to come and check. You can just go.
Is it safe for you to proceed? Or you need to go back? But if you're gonna go back, you must tell the authority, the traffic department. They come and escort you, but they charge you. Yeah, they cannot just take their cars to
yes. But what if we
escort you?
Like Boxback? If I understand that you're number 10's way controller, you don't take that way when a Puma
and
so your controller in sana direction but in body I say so never check out
without a risk assessment. Yes. So the controller is responsible.
So you but the problem is one controlling the controller way. But no, one but check it
height. Yes. And
so that is why Odriver bakethi ukuthi labantu bababale.
Mhm.
Labantu bayema. They shoot i-tractor manje ukuthi iya-explode.
And in nesikhathi asithathile udriver, that's why you guys, you must be innovative also in situations. If you see that situations get bizarre, like you take 30 minutes or so, you must just what? Deflate the tires. So that you reduce the what? The compression there. All of them down. Don't cut with the knife, ne? When you reduce the compression, at least they can come with a compressor, you pump your tires.
But which means there, the driver was not knowing that it will be.
Definitely it will explode.
He said it will bypass when you come by short. But that's why actually when you reach the bridge, you must have to slow down and check the height.
Yeah, but with the dangerous goods, it's a different scenario. We know that we are living in the world where people are stealing those height restrictions tax. So what we must do, the route plan is responsible for that. They get the information from the authorities. So you must not give an excuse that there was no height marker. A height marker, it works on my vehicle because mine is not responsible for carrying anything, isn't it?
But
so
according to your knowledge, when you see the height, you can just know that I won't bypass there.
Yeah, now it works.
But
it works mostly with the normal trucks, especially those which carry general goods. But dangerous goods, we are saying, even if there is no height markers, you must get it before going that route from the authorities. That route must be planned. It's not a route that we can wake up and just go. You know what is happening? I think now the problem is now most of us, not only, it's not your problem as drivers, but also the companies, the control rooms, they are not doing their job. Because their job as controllers, you know what you do? You need to have your routes, guys. But okay, as we go to Richards Bay, we go to this, we go to this, we go to this, you have your destinations, and it. A controller, they must go to the authorities of every area that you pass. They give you bridges. How many bridges are along the way? How high are they? It comes from the what? Authority. Not rely with the with the height mark. So bafike laphaya babanike yonke into information about that route. Then they will also now get with the authority to say, guys, we have robberies that happens at this and this and this and these garages. And now it's considered high risk. So you are not, if you stop here, it will be at your own risk. But the safest areas to stop is this. Then after that, they will give them also the emergency numbers of the each and every province that you are passing. Are you getting it? When you have a problem, you say Richards Bay, you call their local numbers for quick, easy response. Even if it is a cross border, they will give you emergency numbers for each and every country that you are passing. So that is the controller duty to do that. So that when you go now, you have a permit. For you to have a border permit, all those things must be present. Notified. What are you carrying? How high is your truck? So that they tell you which route you must use up until you get to DRC. The emergency numbers that you call up until you get to DRC. Or that will be part and parcel. That is what is required. So even Mauti, you are going to cross the border, you get to Botswana where there is no height markers. You already know from route play. So now, giving a reason of saying there was no height marker, to me is not valid for any teachers to drive. Because the controller here, before they allow you to proceed, they must check that. Without that information, the truck must park there up until yonke into yenziwe ngendlela right. So now, because people, they're afraid of what? Penalties. Because if your truck obstruct other vehicles because of reckless, the company will be charged, will pay. So because they're afraid of that, that's why now, look at how many trucks are now stacking under the bridges, especially around Ekurhuleni. Even here, you'll be surprised. R24 here, you see a truck stuck underneath there. And that issue can also weaken the structural strength of those bridges. Because we are definitely someone who try to force. So you are weakening those bridges because of such negligence. So we are saying people, I think the problem is nowadays, with PDP, dangerous goods is better. I expect people who are doing dangerous goods because we are training you right now. But those who are carrying general goods, they are not being trained. It's just going with that medical certificate they get in a PDP.
Yeah.
Those are the people who are stacking under the bridge on daily basis because they don't know the procedures that must be followed. That's the problem we are having now.
Yeah, it's underground.
Yeah, Puma fast.
Driver's license.
Yeah, it's the same because you see a person who doesn't know how to read or write. He has a license, he has a learner's license, and they pass. He's going to Namibia or to Angola.
Yeah. That's why in Nigeria,
you see now.
Yeah.
That's the problem with people responsibilities. Sometimes, but according to the laws, that is why it's only that nowadays things are normally shortcut. That's why they wanted to say, before you have a PDP, you must produce a proof that you have done night driving. You have done wet weather driving. You have done off-road driving, like dust driving. How many hours did you take driving for you to be? Because that's why companies are required to make sure that these people, they do offensive and defensive advanced driving, knowing they can handle the situation. Because you cannot just get a license today, my man, just to be honest. Tomorrow you are on the way to Angola.
No.
It's impossible.
Yeah, but it's happening. Get a license last year, you never drive, you were looking for a job, or 2 years.
How many years experience?
You were looking for a job. When you're looking for a job, you get a job, you are now a taxi driver. And you get with that mentality of taxi drivers to say we are always correct. They treat themselves as an advanced drivers because they have a professional driving permit. But professionally, they are not.
That's why they need the experience. They said 3 years experience or 5 years.
Yeah, that's why they need that. But problem experience. That's why now. That's what I have seen. That is the problem now. Because if I don't have experience and my children are dying of hunger, ngizokhuluma with someone to give me the experience. When on a company unike experience. That is what is killing, because there is no opportunity for those without experiences. Of which companies they are allowed to mentor. You as an experienced driver, I'm nearly to my pension. Isn't it? Now they give him a junior driver. Under his what? Yes, then that driver will learn from.
I saw something that those companies, they need the cheap laborers that they don't want to pay them.
Yes.
That's why it's actually
they just take a normal ban. Yeah, that's the thing.
That is the problem.
But we are costing the lives of people.
But when I have a look, the matter from Devon. When Shubuti, Usaki driving, and you won't get PPA like that.
Why bona?
You don't distance.
And we are driver, because the problem with these youthful drivers, they think that speed is driving. Give him a Ford Ranger today. uhamba 160, 180 kilometers. But the national rule says maximum speed is 120 in South Africa, however how nice the road is. But you are traveling 160, 180. Breaking the law became a norm to people. Then those are the people who are causing problems. Trucks. My man, I was driving the other day to
Mpumalanga. Why they just making the kind of for that speed? Let me try it to
yeah, but that is bad. You know, the other day I was traveling
so
to.
the government, they must just change it to maybe 120 limit speed.
Vehicles, yeah, no, but they are also trying to.
310. You see?
That's what he's giving. Yeah. The other day, man, I was going to Mpumalanga, in 12. My man, that truck was moving. And I was surprised, man, to say such a super link. Yeah. I checked my speed was 120.
Yeah.
But he overtakes me. You know, I was surprised. I wanted to take a photo or a video to say, guys, check my speedometer. Look who is overtaking me now.
But you are right. You know, one day I was just going to Cape Town. I was just driving by a truck. I was just driving 110. But that truck was Junior Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, they overtook me. What speed was driving that guy?
You know, man. And it's a super link.
110.
You see? Huh? And it's happening. It's happening. So now we will be looking at such companies, how irresponsible are they? They must limit the speed limit. Express. And the production. So that people can. Yeah, I was having one of he was my friend. Some other time we used to travel together just for me to gain experience in the trucking industry. So we used to drive together going to Cape Town. That guy, when I'm driving, if he wakes up and saw my speedometer at 100, he just gave me a clap. What type of a speed is this? You must drive, Baba. Cape Town is not in here. It's too far. So we know that every time when we are traveling, it was 110 and above for him to be satisfied. Then by the company there, Cape Town, 3 days going and come back and waiting for a load. You find us already in Joburg. We know that every 30 day we are in Joburg. Every 30 day. And that the one of that company was very happy. That's when I told him, I said, my brother, me and you, we are no longer traveling together. I saw accidents coming sooner or later.
Yeah, that's why the drivers you can't code for you. That's why it's a professional. But there's no professional.
Because they are not doing professional driving.
No.
Because it's just a license without professional driving. And that person doesn't know. And to tell you the truth, now he called me last year. He showed me the photos. The truck was beyond. There was an accident. I told him, what did I tell you? Yes, you told me about this. Say, hey, those who set the laws and say, all heavy trucks, 80 kilometers per hour is the maximum. They have seen it and they know it. Buses, taxis, 100 kilometers per hour is the maximum. They have seen it, they have accessed it. So who are you to go beyond what the law is saying? So, you know, things, sometimes they have a way of coming back to you. And also poor training where people, they just come and say, guys, we just need this training and it has to be quicker. Quicker is not determined by us. It's determined by how we communicate, how we understand the situation, and how we apply it. Because at the end of the day, as he already said, that it's your life as well.
And I checked just now, my age next year on April, I'm going to 63 years.
Yes.
But experience for driving now, actually it's 43 years. 43
years now. And you know, it's very good, man, to see 43 years guys still driving.
Yeah, 43 years, no accident.
No accident. Because you are so...
just now in Clifford. Because Clifford, they know if you take a truck, they control you. Where? They just rush and they confuse you.
Yeah, it's a driver. Yes.
Then just dismiss the next meeting is
Yeah.
that is why I'm so away man guide family man and see happy. But we cover always with customer experience.
My experience, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
so
thing.
I made better records. With the company where when you go some of savings and then your reference I say by him.
Yeah, because say you already being in an accident. Yeah, that is why we say, hey, let us try, guys, to drive safely. I always tell people that we don't die twice.
Never.
If God did it to say, I can die today and no one killed me, tomorrow I'll wake up, I'll be a responsible person. But the problem now, you die once. If you go, you go. People will learn from your what? From your mistake, but you are no longer there. Guys, you see what happened there.
Truck,
Mm-hmm.
a septic small car.
Yes.
Let the big truck abnormally or energy transit driver.
Yeah.
That speed to a hammer with 100 the trucking more than 100.
Yes.
What if a front tire
Bust?
You see?
Yo.
What happened next?
You won't control it. Never. That is where you're gonna make an extent of 50, 60 cars trying to.
Transport. Same number is so speed in 100, 90, 95, 100. I know what the owner who manager like who try it now. That's the meeting. They are overspeeding whatsoever. But they don't point me to exactly go 100 speed.
Yeah.
If Marashugan goes on chair and you know when
Pressure. Yeah.
You must not time. So I'm so cold.
Yeah. What about my brother? Which speeds now? I can see that there is 110 and above, eh?
I'm driving.
You are moving.
I'm going by the time.
Yeah. No, I understand.
That's why when that calculation, when I'm driving 100 kilometers 1 hour. Yeah. When I calculate this.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
So,
and you went on Kale half 6. Kanchani, and with this traffic and everything, things are happening. Yeah, but also like what I'm saying that day, I didn't blame the driver. I thought something is wrong. Sometimes because such speeds, man, with the super link, man.
Sometimes most times I'm doing ride company is much good, but once you make a mistake,
that's where the problem is. Because these certificates that you guys are being given, you are taking a legal responsibility. So you cannot tell your manager that I didn't know because hey Baba, where did you do your license? Yeah, I did it. So what does the law say? 80 kilometers per hour for a truck. Which speed were you driving? 100 kilometers. So go and pay and fix that car you have damaged. They keep quiet. So it's a cost. Yeah, but we compromisation, yes, we have to, because we are living in a world where millions and millions of people are looking for work. So if you just
it's not good. It's because now that 80 kilometers, but they're all trucks now, somebody you see that slowly that 80. If I'm going to Rustenburg, it's not like 6 hours.
To Rustenburg. Yes, yeah.
It's not like maybe go to 4 hours or 3.5 hours.
Yes.
3.5 hours.
It's 3.5 hours.
But so in the 6 hours because of his speed. Yeah.
Now you are exactly no 80 no 100 we might 8. No 8 is some bala is 1 to 6.
Otherwise, you told the speedometers they are not working well, or it's because of comfortability. because I have experienced it the other time when I was using a Q7 and I was going to Freiburg. With a Q7, when you are in 140 or 16, it's just like you are in 100 with these old cars.
Yeah.
Comfort.
And then, something that is making the other, you won't see that you are moving. That will scream.
Yes.
That was the old one, it was not like.
You got it. So
that will scream.
And no vibration. It's just like smoothly. I was stopped with the other guy, white guy. It's flash. So I thought something is wrong. Then I pull up. Then he said, "My man, come." I captured the speed that I was traveling. And you overtake me. He was traveling at 180. Me, I was already in 220. And I'm relaxing. I'm feeling like everything is cool. Everything is good. But you can see now, like what you are now saying, you say, okay, what if there is a tire burst?
That thing,
you won't bring it to the road. You won't. With the 220, you won't. You know that you are gone.
But if you're just thinking about it, that maybe something can happen.
Yes.
No, you won't move. Just take it out.
You see now, he's spoiling me now.
You know that you can die bad. You can just make something that is funny. Maybe die. You see?
Yeah.
Or you don't put it on your mother die.
That day, guys, me, I gonna die definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
We fire him to water because body traffic.
Yes.
Otherwise,
yeah, but nowadays I'm happy with other trucks and cars. Nowadays they don't move without. Even some other machineries, they are like that.
Yeah, even like my car. Complaining my screen.
Yeah, that way was let me put the seat belt here. Yeah, but I like that because these things are designed for our own safety. And as long as we do them, then we'll be safe. So is there any questions, guys, in regard to dangerous goods? Anything that you feel we have to discuss before we write our test now? Everything is cool, eh? Okay, so it's now time for us to